Hello again, everyone. Polly Schneider here again with the Sheboygan Area Chamber of Commerce, working through our March Mania mini-series. And today we have a very familiar face that many of you probably know, or at least you'll recognize the voice when you hear him. Mr. Mike Grisdale holds many hats, but today we're talking about his role as News and Sports Director for WCBY with Black Diamond Broadcasting. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Polly, thanks for the opportunity. This will be fun.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around. You're usually interviewing me about chamber stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm as good as you are, or if you've taught me well. So Mike, I know I appreciate your sports broadcasting. Which, how long have you been doing sports broadcasting for Sheboygan?
Oh my goodness, this will be my 37th year at WCBY doing Sheboygan Chief Sports. Before that, I did a year downstate at a radio station group out of Marshall and Albion. And then during my time at CMU, I did some of the college athletics there. So
awesome. So
before that, just been in my blood, I guess.
Yeah. Well, very seasoned. You do a great job with it. We really enjoy listening to football games on Friday nights and basketball games and all that. You definitely add some flair, and it's really nice that our community and the kids, and it's nice when you can just give a little bit more, some good color commentary with it. So that's really fun. So now we mentioned that you do the high school sports broadcasting. So tell us what all sports do you do that are broadcast on CBY?
Okay. We used to do a lot of different things, but for the last several years, it's been mainly high school football and basketball for Sheboygan on WCBY. And then our sister station, 106.3 MAC FM, carries St. Ignace Sports. We also have on the state national level, WCBY carries Red Wing hockey and Tiger baseball. And on 106.3, we also cover Michigan State football and basketball as part of their network. I also do daily updates of sports, a program called Sports at Lunch. And we do a Saturday scoreboard. Back in the day, people may remember Coach's Corner. It was a staple every Saturday morning, especially during football season, to do it live from a local restaurant. I know I'm going back a few years, but at one time it was the Riverside Restaurant, then the Family House Restaurant, then Pappas's, and even Carter's Food Center.
Wow.
Those names probably aren't around anymore, but people will remember all the good times we had doing that type of thing.
Yeah, awesome. And like I said, as a parent, when I couldn't make it away to away games, I knew Mike Grisdale was going to be there on a Friday night, a lot of times with Joe Kokuski, and you guys, you do a great show for football. Basketball is great. I know Kevin Baller, the baseball coach, actually did a little broadcasting of basketball at least a couple of years ago when my youngest was playing. So it's just really nice that a local radio station like CBY gives us so much local stuff. It feels like a small town radio station, which it is, and we love that.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to have all this experience, but also it's different when you're doing high school compared to, let's say, a higher level, because you're dealing with 16, 17-year-olds, and it's people and you encourage them. One thing that we always stress is to be positive. The kids, are doing the best they can and appreciate the effort. So anybody who does a game with me, the first thing I say is we're going to be positive, highlight the effort, and recognize the hard work that goes into it. So some games are more exciting than others. Some games turn out the way you want, others don't. So you deal with excitement plus disappointment. But it's just like everything else we do. And I know there's a big following in Sheboygan. What I think is really neat, Polly, is, years ago, it was just on the AM signal. Then we expanded to the FM signal on WCBY. That reached out to more places. And then we went streaming. So at bigcountrygold.com, that means grandma and grandpa anywhere in the country can tune in. That's great for the players and their families, but more pressure on us that people everywhere are listening worldwide.
Yep.
It's really pretty exciting. So we recognize that, and we cherish it, and we think it's a privilege.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. And like I mentioned before, one of our other March Mania interviews we did with Sports Boosters, you can actually purchase an app so you can watch games live, similar to your streaming on the radio. So if there's a youth basketball game that somebody wants to watch in Florida, they can log in and watch it live. Super cool. I know my family, we've got family all over the country. They will tune into Chief Sports on WCBY streaming, and it's really cool. Another really cool thing that you guys do are the shout outs. So, you might have alumni. I've heard a lot of like football alumni saying, "Hey, I'm watching down at college here," and that's just great with the small community, because the kids that are doing the shout outs.
Well, I think it goes back to that part about supporting the high
Mhm.
school, and it's kind of ingrained in you in Sheboygan, especially on the football side, because we get notes from everybody that's listening, and this can range from anywhere in the US to anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, one time on a homecoming broadcast, we had people listening in at the airport in China.
Oh my goodness.
Another one in France. I mean,
Yep.
that's pretty amazing to listen to high school football. And
Yep.
getting back to the video just for a moment,
Hmm.
the Sheboygan High School has made arrangements now to be part of that video streaming, both at Western Avenue Field and the high school gym.
Yep.
And we've been fortunate enough that we've worked out a deal where we put our audio on there. So when we're doing a game,
Excellent.
we plug in and people can watch that video, but also hear our broadcast.
That's wonderful. Well, Mike, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with me for a little bit today, and just kind of letting people know a little bit more about you and what CBY provides for sports broadcasting. So again, thank you for being part of our March Mania, and look forward to hearing you on the radio again real soon.
Well, this time I have to have extra water and cough drops because we're doing a basketball game about every other night. And this year, it's been pretty exciting. So we still got a couple more left. We're looking forward to that. But thank you for the opportunity. We look forward to more people tuning in the near future.
Awesome. Thanks again, Mike. Have a great rest of your day.
All right.